Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me for the email list tutorial. This is a feature we built so users can add lots of people to a list and then send to them all in one action. So when I want to send an email, I don't have to remember all the people that I want to send to or necessarily filter by it. I can say I want to send my newsletter out, so I want to send to everybody on the newsletter list. So I'm going to show you how that entire feature works. I'm going to give you kind of the runaround on that right now, the rundown on that right now. So we're going to start out by showing you how to get there. So it's all going to be on the emails page. If you go up to My Business and then you go to emails, you click that, that's going to bring you to the emails page. This is basically your outbox. So under here, there's two tabs. There's emails and email lists. Emails is just the history of all of your emails, and you can see the status of all of them that have been sent out, whether they've been delivered, they've been opened, and if you click on these, you'll be able to see what those statuses are. So someone opened this on May 2nd at this time. But getting to the email list part, which is what you tuned in for, if we click on email lists, this is where you can make and manage those lists from kind of a high level. So to create a new email list, you're going to click this green plus button over here. You're going to give this list a name. That can be whatever name you want. It can be, we can say skincare newsletter. You can give it a description if you want. You do not need to have one. And then you're going to, maybe you want to start adding some people to it. So you could start looking for some people. So you could say, start typing a name, you want to add this person. This is how you would add people if you wanted to start out with a few and start adding them here. You can delete them from here. So the same thing, if you were like, nope, I didn't mean to add her, I only want her in here. You can add them and delete them this way. So this obviously is going to take you a little bit more time. You click save and now it's going to create that for you. And that is down here. So now what I can do, so say now I was adding people, but I had to type in each person's name. That was taking a little while. If I wanted to do that a different way, I could go to my contact list page. The other thing I just want to show you very quickly, how you would send to that list. You would just open up any old email modal. So you'd open up a new message. And then if I wanted to send to that, what did I make that? I made it skincare newsletter. I'd click that, and then that's all I have to do. I don't add anyone else to the list. I don't start typing in names or anything. If I had 15 contacts in the newsletter, it would have, in this list, it would say 15 contacts. So as you add them, this number will change. So, and then you would just do the rest of the steps just as you normally would send an email, put a subject in, put whatever, add a template, however you wanted to put together your messaging. You'd put that up and then you'd hit send, and literally it's that simple. So now contact management. So if I wanted to add people in bulk, so I wanted to get this out and get this list created in a quicker format than just adding each contact individually, I would click the contact management button and contact list. So up here under contact management in the header bar, I'd go to the contact list page. And then kind of the way that you would do this, you could do this through bulk update. So if you've ever bulk updated in this system, it's basically you would click off the users that you wanted to add to your list or you wanted to bulk update. You'd click bulk update. Field to edit would be add to email list. And then you'd choose the email list that you want to add it to. Now, you can't create an email list from here, so you would have to do that on the email list page that we were just on. Once you create it, then you can come over here and start adding lots of contacts to it. You click Update, and then those contacts have been added. And you can also filter by those lists just to see who's in your list. You'd say Skincare Newsletter. And now it's just showing Beatrix, who we added in that first part of it, and then these three contacts are still there. We can reset these filters to just show that you can also then, if you wanted to, a great way to do it is if you wanted to add like all of your clients, you could filter by client, Well, I don't have any. I don't have any clients. I have lots of clients to convert, so maybe I wanted to make a list off of those people. I could then select all of the contacts in this list, click bulk update, and add them that way. So you could filter and then select the contacts, or you can just be selecting the contacts and then bulk updating. But it all works the same, that's just another way that you can use this feature. The last thing I want to show you is just that you can add them when you're adding a contact or when you're editing a contact. So if I'm editing this contact, I can click her name and have this little iframe come up, this little modal window. And then I scroll down, email lists are kept with tags. So now we've changed this header to tags, email lists, and custom fields. And see, she's on the newsletter list, but say I wanted her to be on this other one that's about skincare. I can click that, add her to the list, save her contact, and now she'll be in that same list, and she'll be part of that email list. I can also do it when I add a contact. If I were creating a new contact, right here under tags, email lists, and custom fields, after I put in their name and email address, you do need an email address to add them to an email list, I can find the list here. Add them here, exactly the same. You can take it off if you want as well. So that is, I want to keep these short because I know time is money, and who wants to sit watching videos of me show you all of this stuff all day? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in for this. I hope you find the feature useful, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.